Hey everyone, it's Shawana with My Reality Crafts here with two projects to share, and I'm going to jump right in because I don't want this video to be too long. The first project is this junk journal for a coworker. Let me start off by telling you what paper I used. Oops. I used Summer Blooms collection from Crafter's Companion, the colorful vellum from Recollections, and field journal from Recollections. This didn't start out as a junk journal project. It started out as me following a video by, I think it's, I don't want to say it wrong, so I'll just put it on the screen whenever I figure it out. But following a video for a Folio type deal, and deciding I, didn't want to finish it. I'm really good about getting something halfway done and then deciding I'm done. Anyway, and then when I decided I was going to make her a junk journal, this just kind of came together. So anyway, of course, it's seam binding from MyScrapCabin on Etsy. So let's start here. I've got the field journal paper on the outside, and this lace that I have no idea where this lace is from. I've had it for a while now though. And this front part, it's a little pocket. It's only open like not too far, so I can only put a short tag in it. This tag came from, I think, a swap, and then I just embellished it a little. And to tie everything together, I used the same seam binding on everything. Now this is shorter by design, so it's intended to be that way. So there's a lot of space here for picture or journaling, a little more space here. I decorated this guest check for her. She's really into birds and flowers, so that's one of the things throughout this journal. I put a little scripture here, a little more space. This is from the Summer Blooms. Did I say Summer Blooms? Summer collection from Crafter's Companion. This is the vellum. I didn't over embellish because she does want, or does do, a good bit of journaling, so I wanted to make sure there was a lot of space. This is just a card that I found. I think I found this in the Dollar Tree. No, I'm not sure where I got this from, but I added it in as a flip out and added a picture of a little doggy, because that's another thing she's really into is dogs. So I just embellished this little sack here, and on this side I put this little journal card. It's made from a coffee dyed folder from TripleVVintage. And then I added avocado dyed paper to the front from C2C Creations, I believe it's called. Then I typed this up and printed it out on here and added some decorations. This is her favorite Bible verse, so I wanted to get that in there. And then this I didn't put in so much for the picture as for the little sentiment here on the back, so she'll get it once she reads it. Then on this side, I made this little book page pocket a long time ago, so I threw some embellishments on and added in some little tags that I received in a swap, I believe, and then I did the embellishment on them. And then I had this from another package. Okay. And then this is a piece of paper from TripleVVintage also. This paper is from these digital prints are from Joey Cardmaker. They are the Botany Fair collection. I didn't use the whole collection. I just used a few pieces because I already had a lot going on. I added in some music sheets, or 2 music sheets, and they're from a hymn book. Here's another card that I received in an order not too long ago. I put it on as a flip up, some extra journaling space, and more pictures of dogs, or another dog sticker. Some more pages. This one also was from the same vellum pack. This is an envelope flip. I'll tell you about the rest of it on the other side when we get to it. But I just glued it down the middle so I have space to put these 2 tags. This one I received in a swap. And this one I think came from a kit, and I just added some seam bonding, and then added a flower on here, and then I kept going. This is the middle page. So this is from the Summer Blooms collection, and then I added 2 pockets. This is not an envelope, a folder that I cut down, and I decorated this one with paper from the field journal, and then some pieces, punch out pieces from the, what is it called? It's from one of the 49 and Market collections. So I added that, and then on this side, same thing, made out of a folder, but I received this with a little note written on the back from In an Order, I believe, and that, or this paper is from the Field Journal paper pad, and then I added this on top. And they're both blank on the back for added space for journaling. So this is the other side of where I had that pink, those pink pockets. Here, this was a prototype for wedding invitations. A friend asked me to make her wedding invitations. I said yes, but I had never made them before, so I just made a bunch of different folds, and this one didn't make the cut. So I decorated the front here with some of my tape. I distressed some tape a while back. Added some birds and some words, and put that same paper on the back. On the inside, I added coffee dyed paper, a little piece from one of the Tim Holtz packages. Same thing over here, and then added this little notepad that I received in an order from TripleVVintage. Carry on. Have more journal space, more vellum. Other side of that music page. This is the other side of the sack. This is a clear sticker that I tried. Someone had shown a while back using, I can't remember exactly what she was doing, but I didn't watch the whole video, and then I tried to do it, and I kind of made poor decisions there. But it came out okay, and I like this little sentiment. This was a card front that I had put together that didn't have a sentiment, so I added a tab and a sentiment. It's blank on the back for more collage, more journal space, more pages. And this is the back. In the back there is a pocket, and in it I added this tag. This one I made a while back and did some collaging on, and so when I put it together, when I decorated it for this journal, I added some tape. I added this frame that came from a Tim Holtz package, and this is cut from one of the Tim Holtz collage strips. So I thought that came out kind of cute. And that's the back. And I think she's gonna like it. She knows I'm very new to making junk journals, so you know, I did my best. Anyway, that's the first project. The second one is for her son, and it's another junk journal. He recently graduated from college and has started at his first post-college job, so I wanted to give him something to say congratulations on graduating and on getting that job. Plus, I've known him since he was like 2, so you know, just a little something for him. So this one, the paper started out, I started out with just the papers from Crowded Attic by Tim Holtz and some cardstock. This topper, okay, first the binding. So I wanted something a little different because it's for a guy, and I didn't want to put, you know, a big bow on the front. So this is some of the, what is it called? Is this real leather craft lace. So I got that from Hobby Lobby a while back. So I added a key to one side and a knot to this side to keep it in, so that the idea is he wraps it around, a couple times, and then tucks in the key like that. Anyway, and I put it down low this way because of the tabs that you'll see in a moment. For the topper, just trying to think of something different to do. I watched a lot of videos on how to make toppers, and this is what I came up with. So there is a strip of the Tim Holtz paper, then a piece of cardboard that I ripped the front part off of, some burlap paper, is what it was called, burlap paper, and then I added some more little layers under this piece from the same Tim Holtz paper. And then I added this little tag that I received in a swap recently. So in the inside cover, I put a pocket here. And I should mention, he works with planes and stuff. So this journal has an aircraft mechanic-y type vibe. Or that's what I was going for. So in this front pocket, I made a journal card, and this one was on a file folder also. And I just did like some collaging with some Tim Holtz pieces, and this is a little calendar piece I received in an order recently. And then this was going to be a card. It's a digital print that a friend sent to me, and I was gonna make it into a card, but then I never did. So when I came to this to decorate and everything, this just kind of seemed like it fit. Okay, so another thing is, I was asking his mom about, you know, what he would really need in this journal, and she did say he needed a lot of writing space because he is a journaler and yada yada. So you'll notice that there is a lot of paper, and it is white. I did not worry about everything in this book looking old. It just didn't really matter to me, and I don't think it's going to matter to him. Anyway, so I did use the gauges from the Tim Holtz pack as tabs, and I tried to make sure they were all something that would have something to do with airplanes and so on. Like this one is altitude, so you get what I'm going for. So this paper came from a collection called Vintage Airplanes, a digital kit from DigitalCurio on Etsy. And this first page I used a time card, excuse me, a time card, made a pocket, kind of collaged a little bit on it, and then did the same thing did some collaging on this tag, and to kind of pull everything, try to stay consistent, I use this same twine on all the tags in this book. And then this is a piece of the Tim Holtz paper that I just kind of decorated and added some of my aged tape. So you can see I put in this, for this paper I just took a, what do you call it, composition notebook, laid it flat, like folded but flat, cut it down to the size I needed it, and added whatever it was I needed to this between the pages. So lots of journaling space, lots of space where he can add other things if he wants to. More pages. I did add one or two pieces of the coffee dyed paper, which I think this came from TripleVVintage. Here I added a belly band with I added some words to some Tim Holtz paper, and I made this, decorated this guest check for him to go behind it. Over here I have the flap from an envelope, the other part of the envelope's on the other side, and I just tucked in this tag that I decorated a little bit with his initials and some pins. I didn't add any twine here because this pocket is kind of tight, so it would have really just been a bit of a mess. Decorated here with collage strip from Tim Holtz pack, another gauge, more paper, gauge, another sheet of that, and then this is, oh actually this sheet I printed on coffee dyed paper from TripleVVintage, and I made this the inside, and I didn't want to take anything from it, so I didn't put any pockets or anything for that. But I think this is a really cool page. So keep on, got more paper, more pages, more pages. Here's the other side of that envelope. Decorated it up with more from the digital, and then I took a page out of TripleVVintage's playbook and made a little notepad for him using, I don't even know where I got this digital paper from, but I got this fabric tape from a swap from Crafts by Diane, and I just tore the paper here, just kind of wanted it to look raggedy, and it does. And then on the back here I added this little map embellishment with some words, and in it, this is library card, like the Dewey Decimal System, that card. That's one of those, and I added some paper on top. It was kind of thin, and some stickers and a label. This blank on the back. And we've got more papers. Here, I started out with a horizontal belly band, and then found this in my stash and thought, why not make it a triple pocket? So here I have this tag in the back. Oops. I have this card in the front. It's a perforation gauge, and I added a sticker on top and a word there. And then inside the envelope, I just folded up some of the paper from TripleVVintage and added it in there as more like hidden journaling space. Just decorated this with it's not a tuck or anything, it's just decorated. Here, this picture is from an actual, this picture and this picture and some others you're gonna see are from an actual airplane publication from 1963, and I thought these were really cool. I just got them in within the last couple of weeks. Found them in a D-stash that I purchased and felt like they were perfect. I added the label here, and then this is a Burlington Northern Railway Company card, and I folded it to create a pocket here. Did a little layering on the front and added in this inventory tag as a tag, mostly as a, like, maybe you can use it as a bookmark or something, because it's got writing on both sides. And this all tucks right into this pocket here. More writing paper. Signed it and put a little note there for him. And here are the other pictures. I made a large journaling card. More pictures, a little label, and blank on the back. And this is the pocket. It's just the other side of that same paper I used for the front. And then, like I said, wrap, and tuck. And those are my project shares. I'm sure I left out something. I'm sure I forgot to say something, but I wanted to get through this. I'm glad these are done. I actually started this one in March and this one in June, but you know, it's done. So now I can move on to some other projects. I hope you liked it. Leave me some comments in the comment section. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.